it to.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that don't make sense, but you can get away with.
Hey everyone, it's Chris at Realridesharestories. I got another good story for you today. This guy works at a call center for an insurance company. So, anytime you deal with people, you got some good stories. So I got a couple of good stories from him. Enjoy the video and we'll see you after. I'm sure you get a few on whatever you're doing.
Oh, on the phone? Oh yeah, you get the fun ones. The better ones are like the ones that when they call in from California, and you know they're like high as hell.
Then proceed straight up the ramp onto I-990 South.
What do you do?
I do homeowner and renters insurance there. I do customer service. I could not do sales. Sales is no thank you.
So yeah, I'm sure you got a few.
Oh yeah, you get your fun customers, yeah.
What's the worst one you had?
I don't know if it's my worst one or my favorite one.
Or both.
I would say it's a mix. It was because I had to look deep into it, but this customer was calling in and they got in an accident. Well, first off, I don't know why they're calling me, but it was because I had to deal with something with a home or something, and they wanted to sue because they were hurt at their house, and they want to be sued something along the lines of because their emotional enjoyment has been lost, like because they can't have sex anymore.
What the?
It basically was the gist of it, and you can sue for if you cannot have sex or your partner cannot have sex, you can sue because of your enjoyment, because it's what is it? It's like something about your personal enjoyment has been lost.
For real?
So, yeah. So
you're suing your partner?
No. They're suing the person who hurt their partner because they cannot have sex anymore. So
wow.
So you can sue for that reason. But then the factors go into play, as in I didn't really have to handle it. They wanted to file a claim, so I had to send them to someone else. But basically, they would have to know like how long does the sex last, so you know how much to pay them out. So you can obviously lie and say, oh, it lasts hours and all that. And so it was pretty funny because the guy was sounding like he was like 45 years old. It's not like he was in his young 20s where he can just go all day or whatever. It was.
That's wow.
Yeah. There's you can sue for anything.
Oh yeah.
Anything you can sue for, but the one with the sex was just hilarious. And I had to do some research and was like, oh, you can actually sue for that, and then you pass them on to the claims department, and they handle it from there.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I wonder how much they made. You can honestly probably make some good money off that.
I could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was it them themselves that couldn't, or was it their partner?
It was their partner, but it was them losing the satisfaction.
Yeah.
So they lost personal enjoyment.
So the partner couldn't have just been like, oh, go elsewhere?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you could do it for like... There's more holes.
Yeah.
But it was something with their pelvic, or not pelvic, or like that area, like that
like
they
got
yeah, they got something fell on them, and this was like a year ago, so I can't really remember the full details.
Wow.
It was like a 45-minute call because it was a lot of research, and
wow.
They kept asking
for that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I guess she lost feeling in that area and all that too, and I forgot exactly what happened. It was something in the house though, because I got the call, so it involved me, I guess.
So I'm assuming the way it sounds is like a car hit their house.
Yeah, it had to
cause damage to themselves.
Yeah, that or a burglary, but I don't know how that would affect it. They didn't go into full detail. They just said that, and if they can sue, and you obviously can sue for anything. So.
Wow. That's pretty intense.
Well, another crazy one was so it was a burglary, and a knife just so happened to be on the counter, and while the burglar was going through, he got stabbed. He actually can sue the person, the owner, because they're reliable for that injury.
Yeah,
because he got hurt on their property.
Really messed up.
It is very messed up. The whole case could go. Then I can go, oh well, you broke into my house, which is an offense, and then they would meet in the middle and they would both pay 50-50. So you're still losing out of it.
Yeah.
But it is messed up. So the burglar did win out of that, I guess. He lost and won.
Yeah, that I knew about, and that's really messed up.
Yeah.
Like, if your rights to a claim like that should be absolutely lost if you're in the middle of breaking the law, especially in like breaking and entering or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you would think they would change that by now, but and then like you get all the time people who will borrow something from their friends, and then they'll like a laptop or something, and then like a fire or something happens, they're responsible for that. So like if I took your laptop and I broke your laptop in my house, I'm responsible for it, not you. So like you can then file a lawsuit on me if you wanted to go that far.
That can make more sense.
That makes more sense, yeah.
Because you're borrowing it, and you're using it for
because
whatever.
It's like if you had a kid and your kid had friends over and that friend got hurt at your house. You're responsible for those injuries. Yeah. Which sucks, but that's why it especially sucks if you live on like the corner of a house, like where I live on the corner. Okay. If someone got they were riding their bike and they fell and they because the corners are sharp turns, you know how you can cut real fast, and they fell and they so happened to fall on my yard, I'm responsible if they broke a bone because they got hurt on my property. Which is stupid too.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that don't make sense, but you can get away with.
Now, what if what if it was, you can clearly see that it was them, like you said, how they trip and fall because it was their mistake, and you had security footage.
Ooh, yeah, you could probably use that in the court of law. You could probably get away with it, but that person can still sue. Because at the time they might not know camera.
At that point, it shows your stupidity.
Oh yeah, but you're still reliable because you could have prevented that in some way, I guess. Most yards might have a little I don't know if it's a divot, a little crack between the yard and the cement. So they can say that, the security footage would say otherwise, but they could say the tire got stuck in that crack, they fell, you could have plotted the hole. You could have fixed it, you could have done something. A sidewalk's not you, that's city. Yeah. But if they so happen to fall on your yard, then it's on you. So it depends on where you fall too. Obviously a big one is if you don't shovel your driveway, the sidewalk you're responsible for too. Yeah. There's a lot of factors. Basically, being a homeowner sucks because any moment you can be sued.
That's why you have security cameras.
Exactly. And I should invest in that. Or let's say, I don't know why the burglar would be on your roof, but if the burglar was on your roof and he collapsed through the roof, you're responsible to fix your roof, not him. Which is also very stupid. I've never had that happen. That's just something I learned in the classes. But you can. The burglar can't sue, but he can sue if he got hurt actually. But the roof,
if you could sue them for damages caused to your roof.
You probably could. I'm sure you could.
I would just go counter.
Yeah, counter sue them.
I would just and then I would do pain and distraught for the devastation that you caused.
Yeah,
and then triple it.
I'm sure you could do that, but by an insurance point, he's not responsible to fix it because it's not his. If it was a motor accident, for sure he is. If he was at fault for the accident, but insurance is just crazy.
Oh yeah.
And you can get insurance for anything. You can get a toothbrush insured. If you really wanted to.
The wear and tear of a normal causation caused my toothbrush.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, maybe the toothbrushes cost $10,000.
Enter the roundabout and take the second
Which is
exit
why
onto
the
Harlem
one
Road.
thing like everyone should do is if you get like a wedding ring or anything, you got to get that insured. You don't want to just put that on like the house or whatever, because that wedding ring could be half of what your property is worth or whatever. You're I forget what it is, but like say you got like 50,000 coverage and that ring is already 35,000. You only got 15,000 left, so you want to get a specific one for that. And a lot of people don't do that. So like if they have something very valuable, they should just get specific coverage for that. Like laptops, a lot of people don't do that either.
I wonder if you can insure genitalia then too.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm sure in some crazy way you could.
You got $1 million rider.
I'm sure porn stars must be able to do
Make
something.
a left turn on Century.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I gotta look into that. I'm gonna ask my boss tomorrow. That's a good question.
So that was a few good couple of stories. I definitely learned a few things about insurance, and that apparently you can sue somebody for not being able to have sex anymore. Who knew? I mean, that would suck. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, I always love getting stories from people who deal with public, from their different jobs. Call centers are great because you always got to deal with different people, and they got quite a few good stories too. I actually have a couple of those coming up, so stay tuned, stick around for those. So if you want to make sure you see those videos, if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe, ring the bell for the notifications so when they are uploaded, you'll be able to see them. Make sure to like, comment, and share if you enjoy these videos. And we'll see you next time on Real Rideshare Stories.